All right, YouTube. This is Detroit's HPTV coming to you out of Detroit. We're going to have a real serious conversation this morning. And we're going to talk about what really happened in the case of the 2-year-old baby, Wynter. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Hit the like as you come in. Hold on. All right. What we're going to have to do in our culture, another problem that we have, is we like to sensationalize things. And when we sensationalize things, we miss the big picture. We miss the big picture. Now, everybody know that what happened with Wynter Smith is a tragedy. But what we're going to do now is we're going to look at some other things around our culture that we have to stop. I'm going to show you something. Look at this.
His immediate family will be down in that very same spot tomorrow night, holding a vigil. And Pastor Mo's group and many others, they say they're going to be right there tomorrow night. They say you simply cannot show enough love to this family, and that's exactly what they intend to do, to keep that love, that outpouring going. Live in downtown Detroit, Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
Well, and hopefully, in coming days, we are going to learn more charges against the suspect. It won't bring this baby back, but certainly bring some justice for this family. But we know he was,
because they don't want to be with you.
Balloons into the heavens as so many still ponder.
Now, listen carefully. Listen carefully. And I'm going to let you, as the viewer, figure out what's wrong with this picture.
The big question, why?
They're killing women, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does it end?
That is certainly the question indeed. Now
I'm going to play that one more time.
They're doing things like this, killing the babies just to torture the mother.
Ponder the big question, why?
I'm going to play this again.
They're killing women, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does it end?
That is certainly the question indeed. Now, we do know that Wynter's immediate family will be down in that very same spot.
Okay. She said they're destroying women, you know what I mean, killing women, because they don't want to be with you. They don't want to be with you. This is what she said. They're killing women because they don't want to be with you. And this is what she said in front of the camera. But let's find out what really happened.
Even heart failure couldn't keep me from running my first 5K. I am hungry.
My life's work.
Fed and, from what we understand, is unharmed.
New at 6, a Detroit police officer in the hospital after a dog attack.
News starts now with a breaking news alert.
A family in mourning. On the day we learned her alleged kidnapper will face federal charges in her disappearance, friends and family are set to gather to honor the far too short life of Wynter Cole Smith. Kidnapping and death of 2-year-old Wynter Smith has broken so many hearts across Metro Detroit.
It really has. We've been telling you about the federal charges announced a few hours ago against her mother's former boyfriend. If possible, the case becomes even more disturbing as we learn more about how little Wynter died. Mara McDonald has been going through the documents. Mara, this is tough.
Kimberly, it's awful. I want to show you what's happening behind me. Wynter's basically paternal family is out here prepping for a vigil. We're going to take you to that as soon as that starts in a little bit. But I've talked to her grandmother, her paternal grandmother out here tonight. They have seen what the federal prosecutors have charged here, and what they are saying is that Wynter was strangled to death with a pink cell phone cord. Rashad Trice is accused of kidnapping and kidnapping leading to death. The feds spell out with pictures and text messages what they say happened here. Trice was in Lansing Sunday night in a terrible fight with Wynter's mother. They were arguing over money. It was violent and physical. When she ran for help, they say Trice snatched Wynter.
Okay. Now the mother of Wynter then already told what happened. She said they were arguing over money. Let me repeat that. They were arguing and fighting over money. Not because the mother didn't want to be with him. So, why was it necessary to create a narrative that says men out here, they doing stuff to women because they don't want to be with them? We're gonna play this. We're gonna listen to this again too, like I showed you the other. We're gonna listen to this again.
With a pink cell phone cord. Rashad Trice is accused of kidnapping and kidnapping leading to death. The feds spell out with pictures and text messages what they say happened here. Trice was in Lansing Sunday night in a terrible fight with Wynter's mother. They were arguing over money. It was violent and physical. When she ran for help, they say Trice snatched Wynter, who is not his child, and then began his trek down to Metro Detroit, ultimately killing the little girl by strangling her with a pink cell phone cord, parts of which were found in the car he stole, as well as on Wynter's body, where he dumped her on the city's east side. The feds providing text messages from Trice's uncle, telling him he can help him, that it's all Wynter's mother's fault. In his reply, you can see where his thought process was.
How can you attack a 2-year-old? Like, how can a...
You can see where his thought...
I'm going to read the text. This is the text that Rashad had with his uncle. This is what the text says. This is what the uncle says. I love you, man. I can help you. Come to me, Ray. Because his name is Rashad. Come to me, Ray. It's not your fault. The girl is the devil. And this is what Rashad replies back to him. I love y'all, but I have to end this now, man. I have to end this now, man. That's what went on with the text.
Thought process was.
How can you attack a 2-year-old? Like, how can a grown man attack I can't process that, and that's going to take time. And so the family is, I know for me, I can speak for me, I'm looking for mental health.
Back here live vigil going to start here shortly, and I think there's an important distinction to be made, Kimberly and Devin. These are federal charges coming out of the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Western District of Michigan. That means Grand Rapids. And because these are federal charges, it means Trice, if he is convicted, is death penalty eligible. We are live on Detroit's East Side. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Whole story just absolutely heartbreaking, Nora. We appreciate your reporting. We're also learning brand new information about the little girl reported missing who police found within just the last hour. This was the scene on Detroit's west side before investigators confirmed the 2-year-old was a...
Now, the feds picked it up, which means Rashad Trice will not be getting 3 hots in a cop for long. They're going to execute him. You know what I mean? Which he deserves. And condolences to the family here in Detroit. Condolences to you. You know what I mean? And even though they finna execute him, it won't bring the baby back. But I cannot get past, and I don't think we should, these people here, these people at this
Is it
vigil.
feeling a little empty around here?
You mean emotionally?
Not that. Where is everybody?
And Dave, I imagine there was a very large crowd because so many people have been just touched by this situation.
Yeah, no doubt about that. From social media, people seeing news broadcasts of this all. Seeing it. Black men. I'm sick of seeing it. It's time for us to step up and take back this village. Balloons, teddy bears, and symbols of love mark the very same spot where just 24 hours before, the FBI joined Detroit police in launching a massive crime scene as the most feared possibility came true. A family's desperate cling to hope, crashing down into stunning sadness. Wynter's aunt told the crowd how much the outpouring of love means to them.
And on behalf of the family of Wynter Cole Smith, we would like to thank every one of you, each and every one of you, every friend, every family member, every organization, everyone that's standing here today. We'd like to thank you. We're so grateful for all of your support. We're so grateful for all of your love, your condolences.
That's why my heart is filled with praise. There were songs of praise and then a release of balloons into the heavens as so many still ponder the big question, why?
They're killing women, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does it end?
I'm stopping right there. Before the investigation was even finished, people were already in the streets with their own narrative. And she says it with so much conviction, as if it's the truth. They're killing women because they don't want to be with you. They don't want to be with you. Who is the they? Black men? Who is the they that don't want? I gotta play this one more time.
Because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, women, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they
Ponder the big question, why?
they're killing women, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does it end?
That is certainly the question indeed. Now we do know that Wynter's immediate family will be down in that very same spot tomorrow.
Was alive and in the care of someone who knows the family. The toddler is in police
So you have diabetes and your glucose is heading low. Good thing the new
So let's get to who do we have now, guys? Breaking here at 5, this man suspected of kidnapping 2-year-old Wynter Cole Smith is hit with federal charges.
Rashad Trice, according to federal prosecutors, strangled the toddler with a pink cell phone cord. Feds announcing these charges against Trice late this afternoon and detailing exactly what happened Sunday night in the hours after the toddler was abducted from her home in Lansing.
Mara McDonald live on Detroit's east side where her body was ultimately found. Mara, the Feds say the autopsy is pending, but they believe she was strangled.
That's right, Kimberly, with that pink cell phone cord, and here's why. That pink cord was found on Wynter here in this alley. It was also found in the car that Rashad Trice was driving. Let me take you through everything that the feds are saying at this hour. Federal prosecutors detailing their evidence in a thorough complaint. Sunday night, according to them, Wynter was snatched by Trice after he and Wynter's mother, Samari Cole, had gotten into a terrible fight over money. According to the complaint, Cole stabbed him in self-defense, and he then stabbed and sexually assaulted her. Cole ran to get help, leaving Wynter in the apartment along with her 1-year-old son.
So now, we found out she stabbed him the self-defense. He took the knife, stabbed her back. She ran out and leaves her baby. And this is over money. I don't know if anybody else sees a problem with the narratives and the introduction of gender politics and assumptions and assuming that we know what's going on before the fact actually comes out about what was going on with these young people. What made that lady say he did that because she didn't want to be with him? What made her jump to that conclusion, to the point to where that was broadcasted and that was the thought before the facts actually came out about what really went on with this child? Black people, we got to do better. You know what I mean? And these photo ops and hitting the street, it's not a good look. It's really not a good look. It's really not a good look. You know, because in the light of the facts, it gives you something else to ponder in this situation. And as I said, condolences to the family. The young brother finna get the electric chair or whatever, however they going to lead him in the feds. But we have to stop painting these narratives as if black men and women are in a gender war with each other psychologically and emotionally, when in all actuality, all this was about some money and a fight and insanity. I see a whole lot of insanity, a whole lot of mental illness is involved in this. You know what I mean? But what stood out to me was the narrative. I'm gonna play it one more time. I'm gonna play this one more time.
World was alive and in the care of someone who knows the.
I'm gonna keep playing it because I want people to think before they jump in front of a camera and say something when the situation
got a lot of stuff here in your water.
Is this serious.
This will clean up your water.
It's all about cleaner.
But tomorrow night, holding a vigil, looms into the heavens as so many still ponder the big question: why?
They're killing women, you know, because they don't want to be with you. I mean, they doing things like this, you know, killing the babies just to torture the mother. When does...
They're killing women because they don't want to be with you. They're killing women because they don't want to be with you.
The family. The toddler is in police custody now, but will soon be reunited with her mother.
Beth, the feds spell out with pictures and text messages what they say happened here. Trice was in Lansing Sunday night in a terrible fight with Wynter's mother. They were arguing over money. It was violent and physical. When she ran for help, they say Trice snatched Wynter, who is not his child, and then began his trek down to Metro Detroit, ultimately killing the little girl by strangling her with a pink cell phone cord, parts of which were found in the car he stole, as well as on Wynter's body, where he dumped her on the city's east side. The feds providing text messages.
All right, this is tragic, it's sad, all the way around. What was disturbing to me, another aspect, was the narrative, the photo ops. Sanders, you all out of Detroit. Keep your head on the swivel. Be careful out here.